Alright, so I'm bringing Aja Squared, Layla, and presumably Soren and Zoltar into the call. I don't have SMG on my
Hello.
Skype. Hey,
Hello.
Layla.
Hey, good luck.
Thank you. I don't feel prepared. Aja's a good player. This is definitely the real tournament pressure, competition, and excitement.
Oh,
Come on, Prime.
I'm
You're not a
glad to
bad
join in the call right when to hear you guys say that.
You are both very, very, very good players, and Soda and I have our internal, betting system here in the house.
Uh huh.
So we're not going to tell you which
Of
one.
course, of course. I also put my own predictions there on the challenge website, and of course, I had to put myself going all the way. But I don't believe that I'm the best by any means. But you have to vote for yourself.
Yeah, I'll be
I have
honest.
to tell you, you guys, that Soren today, it's just that, we do this all the time to each other. He went into my predictions and changed them using my and he's like, that's not how you bet. I'm like, what? Look at my predictions. And I looked at them like, what? Something went wrong. And he was like laughing in the corner.
He just wants to make sure your predictions are as good as possible.
Sounds about right.
Oh, you guys, I'm so excited. This is the first one. You guys are having best of 3,
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
right?
Yep.
Yes, the best of 3.
Yeah, best of 3. And we have, made a best of 2 when I already put that on my Twitter account. But I don't know, I'm conflicted because I know you guys. I cannot just be, kind of too partial. I want you both to win, but that's not possible. Darn it, if only Soren can make it possible for both to win.
Well, maybe depending on how popular the next tournament is, you can make it more of a round robin format, so that your favorites, even if they don't make it through the first round, can still get in on the action. But are you about ready to start there, Aja Squared?
Yep. Let me ready up. Good luck. I'm
Good luck to you
excited.
too. Me too.
So I should be ready. Let's end the Skype call and we'll talk again afterwards.
Definitely. All right. So I'll go hang up that Skype call. Minimize Skype. Get that out of the way. Thanks for the well wishes there, Massive Effects. All right, let's do this. So I think, barring an unusual map, we're going to go scientific. I'll try not to speak the whole time, and I'm considering founding second unless an amazing spot appears. All right, so now we can found. Do I want to deprive Aja of some of that iron? We could totally mix it up and go. Ooh, that is possibly quite a bit better. Do I want to go robotic here as well, or do I want to go scientific? Alright, so we can have 2 robotics, a departure from the usual plan. But we'll see how it goes.
Robotic colony expanded.
Okay, so Aja's already expanded. I do want to keep an eye on the black market timer so I can pick up the first claim. And alright, so I don't want to spend down any of this money because I want to pick up the first claim. I don't mind delaying the first expansion to get that, although if he gets these guys online sooner, he's going to get a lot more out of that. Let's see. We repositioned this guy. We're making good money off of this stuff. More aluminum in. Alright, so do we want the natural steel to tick in, or are we willing to spend down 2,000? No, I need that black market. So let's decide how high we're going to go on the auction. I don't want to spend more than 10,000. I could go 12,000, but I think that's it. If Azure wants it for more, he's welcome to it. Alright, so we're going to get the first unlock since we settled second.
Black market is
Go buy that now, and then we've got 2 claims to play with. We can drop those steel mills right now. We'll need a little iron for that. Let's see. Alright, so Aj is already buying into us. I don't know if that's strictly necessary. Alright, we're gonna take the next upgrade. We almost have enough steel. If I sold some of this other stuff down, I could get that sooner. And dropping here, we wouldn't get the bonus adjacency for the metal mine. These guys need to be on auto supply. And we'll take the upgrade. Do I want more aluminum or more iron? For now, we'll take the iron. It is a medium rather than a low. Although I'm not entirely sure I'm happy with that decision. Alright, so what do we want to get into next? What is the silicon and carbon situation looking like? Let's grab that high carbon there before that disappears. And then we want to get into power. We also need to free up money to buy the iron. Alright, so what do we want to do for power? There's 1 geotherm here. There's tons of geotherms, so we could definitely go for a geotherm. But in the meantime, I need to drop something that'll make me decent money. So what's water looking like? None of us, since we're both robotic, it's not going to be a desperate race for water. Agile went double carbon there, and he's at level 3 already. So too much reflection. Let's see. We could upgrade right now if we wanted to. Let's drop a geothermal. And with those 2 other claims, water is reasonable. Getting into glass isn't necessary since there's no demand for it except for from the colony. Yeah, this is weird with robotic. Let's see, what's Adra making his money from? A lot off of that metal mine. We're also making good money off of our metal mine. Alright, let's just drop some more mines and some more power. Actually, let's cancel that one. And, well, we don't want to give Adja the option of hooking up and then mutinying ours for a superconductor bonus. Not that we're probably going to rush 2 superconductors. Alright, so let's upgrade here. And then we want to grab something off the black market, so we'll sell some of this stuff. Grab a goon squad. Goon squad that. And then I'm also going to want to pick up a mutiny, but that's 53 seconds away. Water is decent money right now, and then that would let us get into reactors. So let's drop 2 pumps here. And then maybe another pump. Water is relatively rare, but the demand for this is going to be a little lower. Okay, so all of our tiles are making us good money. Black market unlocks soon. Ash is dropping solar, he's swapping that stuff out for solar, which means getting a silicon quarry wouldn't be bad since there is so much investment in solar right now. We can take the upgrade, or we can be sure to have the money to mutiny that solar. And then do we want the upgrade right now? Once we have the steel, I will. I don't want to spend down any money unnecessarily. Alright, so what am I going to do with these tiles? For now, we can go harder into silicon, especially if Aj is so dedicated to solar. And we should also try to unlock the money to free up a claim. Let's see. That's 30 seconds away. Keep selling down here. And let's just hope that Aj doesn't go for the claim there. Sell on some of this. pick up claim, and let's see. These guys are still making us good money. If we wanted to, we could drop another metal line. But I think it's time to go into reactors. So let's do that right now.
The black market is online.
Buy a claim, drop the third reactor.
Freelance pirates are auctioning their services to the highest bidder.
And things to pirate, silicon, water, but otherwise not really worth that much. I mean, I'll go to 7,000, but I think that's it. He could steal some of our silicon. Should I go higher than that? Okay, fine, we'll go a little higher, but this is the maximum. They're definitely not worth more than 10,000, in my rough estimate opinion. So we'll let Aja pick that up. So now we're just waiting on steel. Let's check the off-world prices. That's something we could have done a little earlier. Nothing really worth a lot off-world.
Those filthy bandits.
Let's sell down the silicon before Aja's silicon starts coming in. And let's see where the pirates are intercepting our silicon. So that's fine. We can let that go through. Steel is ticking in. Should we start? Aja's stuff is ticking down. We should try to sabotage him. What would hurt him the most? The reactors are losing him money. This stuff is losing him money. This stuff. Alright, so he's not in great shape. His stock price is declining as his debt balloons. Let's sell that down. Aja Squared has bought some of our stock. Let's start doing the counter buy.
The black market is online.
Pick up another claim here. And then next we'll upgrade. So where's the money to be had? We could try getting into electronics, although I feel like that's a fool's errand. And we might need to scrap these guys. Alright, so a lot of our stuff isn't making us the money we want either, so definitely turn those reactors off. These guys are fine. Water pumps are generally doing well for us. Alright, so we've got the black market unlocking in 30 seconds. Aja's getting into electronics. We've got one claim here. I guess it's time for us to get into electronics as well. We could scrap the reactors. Are they going to be profitable again? Alright, so they are marginally profitable at the moment. And do I want them auto supply? No, I think that's going to be too dangerous for right now. So if we got into electronics, that would be 80. What we want to do is target the power. So a power surge would be just fine. Based on the price of the Goon Squad, Aja hasn't gotten into any of that yet. Let's grab... Oh, the EMP would have been cheaper and we would have... oh, we never actually got that carbon. I thought we did. I could have sworn... I guess we sent the guy over, but we never got there in time. Alright, well that's fine. We might need to get into carbon now. If only because we realized we're missing that. Alright, what's his carbon quarry making him here? $18. Not really worth getting into. This guy got destroyed. We can repair that quite cheaply. Slant drilling. I could get into that. We'll go to at least 8,000 for this. Aja has bought into a lot of our stock. We can't be ignoring that now. Do I want to go to 10,000 on this? Alright, so we'll let Aja take that for 10,000. He could get a lot more carbon in, and then carbon with a hacker would be really good for him. We don't have any really high resources, so that makes things a little more difficult for us. We want to get into something relatively unique. He's already into electronics. We're losing money on power. As soon as that geothermal comes back online, we'll be in better shape, but the repair robot has to head over. So this thing is being repaired right now, I do believe. Oh yeah, so there's the repair robot heading over at a snail's pace. That's painful. Right, let's sell down some more of this stuff. Looks like these guys need to be turned off temporarily. Sell some of this down. This probably needs to be switched over to glass. And we need to buy some of our own stock, for sure. Alright, let's free up the money to do that. And let's check what we're making money off of. Turn the reactors off. He's making good money off of those electronics. We should probably switch these guys over to electronics then.
Your stock is being bought.
Uh-oh. This is dangerous. Very dangerous. Where can I get the money? Grab this EMP. EMP that down. Can I buy my last share here? I've got way more silicon than I know what to do with. Start auto supply. Delete that. Put in glass. These guys are profitable, right? Yes, they are. And these guys need carbon. Start auto supply there. Did I ever pick up that random quarry? No, I didn't. Alright, electronics. And food apparently has gone up in price. Drop a quarry. We'll eventually need that. And where do we want to drop the farms? We could drop that right over here. We don't have the glass though. Water is now super cheap, so these are probably losing us money. They are. Our geothermal is back online. We could go and claim another geothermal spot.
Your stock
Yeah, I
is
think
being
that'll
bought.
be fine. Oh no, Adja's got us. Good game, Adja. Good game. So where did that all go wrong for us? There was a period in the middle where I was sort of floundering, didn't know where to make my money. Adja made a smart switch into electronics. Now, were we auto-purchasing something that really lost us? Alright, well, Adja's got this one. We'll do our best in the next round. And maybe we'll cut back on the commentary and see if that'll let us focus a little more on the game. I guess Adja doesn't realize that he can just sell everything and buy us. So that gives us a little time to try to fix the situation, but there's nothing that we can really buy here. Let's see, we'll ship the glass now. And then build out some farms once that arrives. But otherwise, are in quite a bit of trouble. So Adja can buy us whenever he wants, whenever he notices that he just needs to sell everything down. Unless he spends his resources on something. It's all very dangerous. Metal mines are still making him money. The electronics is making him huge money. I don't think he realizes. Well, obviously he doesn't realize that he can buy me out, but what can I possibly do with this? Take advantage of the extra breathing room that he's given me. Let's see. Could underground nuke something, that's not going to help us. Sell all that down. It's carbon. We're frozen down here. Nanotech, we could pick that up, sure. Alright, well, we'll have to let that go. we're officially dead, so we can't we can't add to that debt anymore. Needs water. These guys can turn back on. 2563. Turn the steel mills back on. These guys are frozen down. Needs silicon. Huh, I guess Azure really doesn't realize he can buy us out. That's surprising.
The black market is online.
I mean, my power is slowly paying off my debt, but not nearly quickly enough. He's making decent money off of the silicon, going more into water here. Going to underground nuke that. Make his water pumps unprofitable. No, he'd still, even with, if we had no debt, he'd still be able to buy us out. Okay, good game, Aja. Good game. You had that for several minutes. Gave us hope that maybe we could do something, but I didn't have any good moneymakers. Let's go and look at the graphs. And, well, we'll see first where Aja made all of his money. So he got into electronics earlier, and so he made a net of 25,000 off of that. Broke even on silicon, made some money off of steel, made a bunch of money off of iron, and let's go and answer this call.
Hey, good game.
Good game. I'm just looking at the resource stats, seeing where you went right and where I went wrong.
I grabbed all that carbon right away because I knew that with 2 robotics and only like 4 carbon tiles.
Yeah, I sent a claim over to grab that high carbon, and for the longest time I thought I had it, and then I looked closer and I'm like, oh no, I don't have it.
I saw you going for it. I was thinking about grabbing it, wasn't 100% sure. I saw you going for it, and I figured it was too good to pass up. If I could beat you to it.
Yeah.
Oh man, that game. Aja, do you realize how long Prime was sitting there looking at that 100%?
No,
It was a long time.
The problem is for the 100%. You can't auto sell the power reserves.
That voice goes low.
Oh, did that count?
In your resources.
That's interesting.
So I
didn't
control
realize
shift
power
down
reserves
as soon as I
counted.
saw that my resources were enough to buy them out.
That's interesting.
I didn't
Is that-
realize that the thing would.
Is the energy
Count
vault?
power
Is that what's
source.
going on?
Yes, the energy vault
That makes sense.
is
So
included
that's a
in the
bug.
resource tab.
Okay, so yeah, that's just a bug. I'm gonna go send myself a note.
So I was panicking early, and maybe if I wasn't panicking, I could get something else out. But yeah, good game. Definitely, you had
That's
me.
good.
You guys got another one to do at least, right?
Oh,
Of
yeah, for
course.
sure, for sure.
Excellent. No, it's really interesting for me to watch these 1v1s, especially because they're a little bit different from my 1v1s. Like, claims were a little more valued than in mine, because most of mine were against PB, so he just loves the black market, right?
Yep. I played one versus SMG just previously today, and he underground nuked every single Lunan of mine that I owned. And there was only 3 of them that I owned.
Oh man, I know that feeling against SMG. Let me tell you, he loves nuking.
Well, not early on. He was playing, he just kind of focused. I watched that game. I was there. He was really focused on his own things, and he's very conservative in the begining. Like, he wouldn't buy anything, so he wouldn't go into debt. And
Right.
then when he's trying to risk going into debt, he almost always has a pleasure dome. So he can just kind of, yeah.
Well, in the 2-player game, also Underground Nuke becomes way more valuable than it does in the rest of the games.
Well, yeah, the underground
Yes.
nuke's amazing. Like, for example, Prime made a great play, underground nuking that water.
Mhm.
If it had come, or if the game
Especially
had
'cause I
ended
had-
in 10 seconds.
I had three things on it with slant drilling.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you guys put a lot of money into bribing claims. You could almost think of Underground Nuke as unbribing a claim, right? I mean,
Yeah.
let the guy spend the money to buy the claim and then take it away from him. So in the next game, could you guys actually try 3 players? Because I think there might be an observation bug where it just can't handle that many observers.
Yeah,
Okay.
none of us got to actually observe.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I guess
did you
guys-
not?
Yeah, you guys probably
No,
didn't
just
know
watch
this
your
because you were playing the game, but yeah, just host a 3-player game.
Sure. All right. Did you want to host that, Adja?
Yeah. I'll,
Okay, go for it.
They're going at it
You have
again.
to do it again with 3 players.
3 players? Okay.
Yeah, and
They're
So,
going-
so none
this
of
is
the
the-
3 observers saw it? Like
None of
Spados, nobody?
yeah, we just watched on the Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Cool.
Because I know we've done it with 3 people before, and the observer does get a watch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You mean 3 observers?
No, with
Yeah,
2 playing.
One observer.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
observer.
Yeah, that's been tested. I've never tested 3 observers, 2 players.
Should I join?
Yeah, observe, not join.
It'd be a nice thing to do at some point. At least 2 observers, right? Like at least 2. That's the
Oops.
minimum.
hmm So
What
you can
happened?
have people shoutcasting the game from different
Exactly.
sides.
Thomas Ghostello.
Sorry, Thomas. Not play with us.
Doesn't know what's going on.
Thomas.
Yeah, we need passwords on this lobbies. I hate kicking people.
Connor.
We need like the nice kick, the like sorry,
Yeah, password lobbies. would be
friendly, the
nice.
friendly kick.
I don't know. I wish we can get some feedback from people who are in the Mohawk Games room. Tell us if you can hear the Skype call. Okay, we just definitely want to fix
Oh yeah,
this
yeah.
before.
If you're on your
before
lobby,
we
let us
continue.
know how
Yeah.
the
Please let
voice
us
is
know.